I think Shannon Bank is another interesting one to throw into the mix as well for the Gavin Cromwell team. I thought shaped well enough over the 2 mile one trip at Sligo the last day, and it's interesting that Connections are pitching her in now over the 2 mile 6.5 furlong. Placed in 2 bumpers previously for Seamus Fahey. I think she might be one that merits respect here.
Stepping markedly up on trip as well. Here this afternoon, beaten 8 lengths in the races won by Tyrone Sligo towards the end of August. There's been a big move for Dream Shaper, long-standing maiden from one of the local yards, Iggy Madden, Halfton Price.
Yeah, I can't really see it, to be honest,
No,
Kevin.
aye.
It's hard to figure out going on the form lines that we looking through his form. He has dropped down a lot in the handicap, down to a mark of 94, and obviously into this 0 to 100 handicap bracket, which he lined up in the last day, and he was a bit disappointing, finishing 13 lengths back into 7th place. So he's got to improve off those few runs if he's going to get anyway close to the front end of things today.
Let's get up to Jerry.
Division 1 of the Galway Handicap Hurdle, 2-6, 13 flights to jump. They face the first, last year's winner Oscar High, lands in the lead from Dream Shaper. Handy is Southgate Avenue, along with Tour Moon, and to the near side is Navy Waves. They're followed by Rock on Henry. He fits in next, and alongside that one is Moonshine Girl, then Swing Time and Huskari. Shannon Bank 2 lengths to Poetic Focus, who's followed by Harley Street. After Harley Street going towards the second flight is Barry Row Madam, as they take that one. Oscar High up to the bend leads Dream Shaper, followed by Tour Moon, and then Rock on Henry, Southgate Avenue, and Navy Waves next. They're followed by Moonshine Girl, he fits in, Huskari, Swing Time, and Shannon Bank, and then Poetic Focus and Harley Street. As they jump this next one, Wakey Man, followed by Analog's Force, Doyen Flat, and Park Rules. On to the next, Oscar High, up and over by less than 2 lengths to Dream Shaper, then Tour Moon and Rock on Henry. Southgate Avenue, Navy Waves, Huskari next, and then Swing Time, he fits in. Moonshine Girl, Shannon Bank, Poetic Focus, Harley Street, Wakey Man, Barry Row Madam, Park Rules, Doyen Flat, Analog's Force. Last of 3 up the far side on this their first circuit. Again, all safely over. They're well inside their final 2 miles, and it's Oscar High turning in front of Tour Moon, then Dream Shaper, Navy Waves, he fits in, Southgate Avenue and Rock on Henry next, and Swing Time and Moonshine Girl and Huskari and Poetic Focus. Shannon Bank, Harley Street, Barry Row Madam, and Wakey Man, Park Rules is 2 behind, heading down into the dip for the flight before the straight. In front is Oscar High from Tour Moon, less than a length between them. In third, little more than a length adrift, is Dream Shaper and the Navy Wave, Southgate Avenue, he fits in. And Rock on Henry has dropped a few places. As they jump this flight at the end of a circuit, Oscar High, Shane O'Callaghan landed a length and a half in front of Tour Moon, JJ Slevin, then Dream Shaper, and Daniel King as they head for the halfway stage. And then Southgate Avenue, Navy Waves, run the outside, he fits in, then Rock on Henry. Moonshine Girl and Swing Time and Huskari the Grey. And then Shannon Bank and Harley Street. They climb for the line the second time. With a circuit to go and 6 more flights left to jump. And it's Oscar High leading a packing field. Tour Moon second and Dream Shaper, Navy Wave, Southgate Avenue. He fits in Moonshine Girl, Huskari, Swing Time, Poetic Focus. Shannon Bank and Harley Street and Rock on Henry continues to fall back. Then Barry Row Madam and Wakey Man and Doyen Flower, Park Rules, Analog's Force. Over that flight, less than 9 furlongs from the finish. And it is Oscar High putting in a good shift from Dream Shaper, who has joined Tour Moon for the second. And then Southgate Avenue and Navy Waves, and he fits in, and Moonshine Girl creeping into contention. And then Swing Time, Huskari, Shannon Bank, Harley Street, Poetic Focus, Barry Row, Madam and Wakey Man and Doyen Flower, and then Rocco and Henry, Park Rules, Analogues fourth. Just over 7 furlongs to go. 4 more flights to jump. The first division of the Galway Handicap hurdle. And it is Oscar High, followed by Tour Moon and Dream Shaper. Little has changed up front, and then Navy Waves, He Fits In, and Southgate Avenue. Moonshine Girl, Swing Time, Huskari, Shannon Bank, Poetic Focus, Harley Street, Wakey Man, and Barry Row, Madam, and then Doyen Flower, Park Rules, Rock on Henry, and starting to labour at the bag is Analog's Force, Dream Shaper, slight mistake there. Good run at the second last. Oscar High joined, one off the rail by Tour Moon. And improving is Huskari, the grey, and the Navy Waves, in by the rail Dream Shaper, and then Southgate Avenue, getting reminders, He Fits In, and then Moonshine Girl and Swing Time, and Shannon Bank and Poetic Focus, and Harley Street, and Barry Row, Madam, and Park Rose, and Wakey Man, and Doyen Flower. Heading for the second last. Tour Moon just picks it up from Oscar High. Going between them is Navy Waves, and then Dream Shaper, and Huskari next, then Southgate Avenue and Swing Time. Moonshine Girl and Shannon Bank onto the heels of the leaders, being pulled up as Doyen Flower. At the second last, it's Tour Moon over first from Navy Waves, followed by Southgate Avenue, Dream Shaper. Shannon Bank is still closing on them, and then Swing Time. Oscar High has dropped away, and they're followed by Huskari, straightening for the final flight, and it is Tour Moon challenged by Navy Waves. They're over together. A mistake there by Shannon Bank. Up the hill they come, and it is Navy Waves and Ryan Tracy going to the front from Tour Moon, Southgate Avenue, and then Shannon Bank, Swing Time, and Poetic Focus, but it is Navy Waves in front going to the line. Navy Waves and Ryan Tracy score from Southgate Avenue up for second, Tour Moon third.
It's been a long time coming for the second win, but Navy Waves has recorded her second win for Solwyn, coming back in maiden hurdle in Thurles back over 3 years ago. She'd been threatening to win one of these for a while. It fascinated her on a couple of occasions. She'd let me down, but she's run out a good winner here this afternoon after a disappointing run in Cork the last day.
Yeah, she was disappointing the last day, but she's made no mistake about it here today. She got in a little bit tight to the second last when Ryan Tracy got down, lowered himself, asked for a bit of effort from her, and she duly responded to take over from Tour Moon as they approached down to the last Southgate Avenue in behind. Shannon Bank is the one, keep an eye on here in the yellow sleeves, makes a mistake and just steps into that, and was running a cracker up to that point and has run well on her step up in trip. But Navy Waves has put this race to bed and gone and set sail under Ryan Tracy. As you mentioned, Kevin, had been threatening to win plenty of times and on plenty of occasions, had already got one win under her belt as well, and has yet got another one today for the owner in the Western colours for the Julie Cashin team as well.
Yes, Ryan Tracy, regular rider on board. Nice winner, welcome winner for Ryan Tracy as well. Pick him up here halfway down the back, first away from the stands. And Oscar High, last season's winner, he hung badly all the way from the times the tape went up. You can see Shane O'Callaghan, his right hand is, the rein is pulled tight, but you can see the loop on the left hand as this horse is hanging away from the rail all the way. Yeah,
the rein closest to us, obviously you can see the tension on that rein and the slack on the other rein, Kevin, as he's leaning to his left, and it can be difficult enough, obviously, going right-handed, and he's leaning left the whole way. It can be difficult for Shane O'Callaghan on board to try and keep him straight, but at this stage he was starting to give way at the front end. Tour Moon was about to take over. Southgate Avenue has taken a step in the right direction, Kevin, a horse that had shaped with a bit of promise previously and had probably failed to live up to expectations, but has run respectably here today. Dream Shaper, the one that the money had come for, Kevin, seemed to be travelling well at this point in time, but gave way late on. Moonshine Girl, another one who was I suppose well supported in the market, tried to get into contention but was unable to make her presence felt here today. And Navy Waves in the blue sleeve